So what could I possibly do a video on that I haven't talked about in a while? I know! Haven't talked about this in a while. Let's talk about VeggieTales. So this episode came out during the first run of VeggieTales, shortly after the Jonah movie and following episodes like King George and the Ducky and Lyle the Kindly Viking. But, surprisingly, this episode was produced in the span of just 2 weeks, rather than the usual 4-month window of time that the crew were given. Apparently, this episode is not part of a lot of major episode listings. But you know what? Let's be fair. Let's go into this with an open heart and an open mind. This is the Wonderful World of Autotainment.
Okay, Larry, it's time for the theme song.
Not this time, Bob.
You better get on out there.
No, really. I'm not doing the theme song.
What do you mean you're not doing the theme song?
Oh, well, that certainly goes against the status quo.
The future holds no theme songs.
Huh?
Theme songs are too predictable, too repeatable, too ordinary.
Someone should have said that before they got started making VeggieTales in the house. Good lord, that theme song was terrible. So while the two stand in what's supposed to be the future, but instead looks like they're standing in the dark matrix, Larry explains to Bob that future entertainment, more specifically comedy, will be randomly generated. Working? Yeah, okay. Hi, as a person from the future myself, I just want to say that the future being represented here is very inaccurate. The last time I was in the future, before I time traveled back here, it was a lot less Matrix and it was a lot more Terminator, if you catch my drift. And apparently this autotainment station is run by those robot ventriloquists from 321 Penguins, clearly planting the seeds of the Big Idea Cinnamon Toast Crunch universe, as they are the ones who randomly generate future entertainment, with a machine that selects songs and skits, veggie performers, and specific styles all at random, including a spinning wheel, a tub of ping pong balls with selected topics and genres written on them. In other words, it's anything made by the guy who made shows like Family Man and American Father.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Bob.
Greetings.
Hey, those are robots.
Affirmative.
I don't know about this. It seems like we got a pretty good thing going, and I like my job. I don't want to give it up to a couple of robots.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Next thing you know, these robots are gonna start demanding things like, rights. Besides, I don't like robots. Generally speaking, they're dangerous, they're untrustworthy, and they're... You know he can hear you, right? Oh. And? Well, you just hurt his feelings. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm sorry that my facts and logic hurts your feelings. Oh yeah, well don't you have another Disney show or Lil Nas X music video to complain about? It's okay, Pollo. It's okay. What? I didn't do anything wrong. They're just dumb robots. The world of autotainment. Wait a second, that's an opening theme. I thought those were disregarded in the future.
Larry, I thought you said the future didn't have theme songs.
See, even Bob agrees with me. And from there, it becomes a VeggieTales variety hour, including the French Peas singing There's a Hole at the Bottom of the Sea, Model of a Modern Major General with Archibald, Larry and Junior singing a duet of You Are My Sunshine, and a big band cover of Erie Canal sung by Pa Grape.
Sal, you're on my foot.
But you, don't have toes. Or feet. Or any proper appendages, for that matter.
You are making me uncomfortable.
You are my sunshine.
You know, I might be overanalyzing this, but do you think the robots have a, certain kind of relationship, if you, catch my drift?
I love you.
Your expression of friendship is reciprocated.
There are also 2 random short segments that a few animators made and the crew decided to throw in there. At least that's what I'm going to assume happened. I really don't get the connection between these shorts and the veggies, including one short about a man who spends all of his money to buy a candy bar from a vending machine, and the other involving an opera-singing aardvark. Both are random enough, though I am honestly not very entertained by either of them.
All right, everyone, that's the end. I'm sorry, but this isn't gonna work.
And again, probably advice they should have listened to before they made VeggieTales in the house. As Bob wonders what the episode's lesson should be, Larry sets up Junior to do a song about loving his mother, with the help of Mr. Lunt, who was possibly taken as a war prisoner by their new robot overlords. By the way, now that I think of it, if the machine is being operated by someone, doesn't that mean that it's not randomly generated like they said earlier?
Okay. Sure.
Fun fact, Junior Asparagus is actually not voiced by Lisa Fisher, his usual voice actor in this episode. Instead, he's actually voiced by Mike Naraki, co-creator of the show and voice of Larry the Cucumber, as well as other characters, but pitch shifted.
Told Mom breakfast was delicious.
And another thing of note, it seems that the only takeaway from this episode in the main show was this song was featured in the special God Made You Special. Oh, well, thank you, Ariel. I'll take that as a compliment.
We did learn something today. God loves us no matter what happens.
Is that the lesson of the episode? Was that a thing we just learned? I mean, I guess so. I'll take your word for it.
Hey, wait for me! Can I have my old job back in the present? These robots are freaking me out.
And that's the end of the episode. Quite abrupt. Overall, aside from the weed eater joke, this episode is very below average. A lot of skits in this episode feel very slapped together, some more than others. It seems like there's a reason for that with the very rushed 2-week production schedule that the special had. Most of the songs are mediocre at best, with 1 or 2 possibly sticking out. The premise itself that holds all these segments together feels rather flimsy. Unlike this episode, which skimped out on the God Made You Special and Loves You Very Much sign-off, I'm actually not afraid to end this video with my signature sign-off. May Jesus be with you. Hello? Ow! 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 Ow!
That was for that dumb robot comment you said earlier.
You hit me in the face!
Here, watch this and maybe you'll realize what robots have to go through on a daily basis.
The fanboys are going to be reoccurring characters from now on, aren't they?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Weed eater.
Now that's funny.
That doesn't make any sense.